Hi, I'm Donald with Steam Bright Supply, and today we're going to talk about the Ninja Master with dual 2-stage, 500 psi and heat, but with a little change. This particular customer asked us to make some customizations to it, and one of the things that we did is we added autofill, auto dump, but it's not like a regular autofill. This is pressure feed autofill, which is going to add about 10 degrees to his water temperature, as well as his use pressure would also be elevated when he's actually squeezing the trigger. Now that's done with this little hose set, and you'll notice on the end of it there's some quick disconnects that we've installed, and if you come over and look on the inside of the machine, we've actually also added some quick disconnects on the bottom where it normally picks up water, as well as the discharge fitting. We also changed the hose out that is normally installed under the hood, because the factory puts a hose that is like a clear wire reinforced suction hose, and we put a high temperature rubber hose in its place. And that allows, when you want to use this machine in its traditional format, you can take this acorn strainer that normally comes with the machine on a quick disconnect and just reach down into the bottom of the machine and just snap it on. When you're going to use the autofill hose, you're just going to take these two quick disconnects and snap them in there and go over to your sink, and you're going to hook this up to any kind of garden hose connection. Normally people will also buy a aerator adapter, which converts the aerator threads to garden hose threads. Now this will be in the sink, and this little device here is a 145 degree pump water sensor, and when the water's going down to the pump, when you're not triggering, it's actually going to come back up this direction and go back and circle in a loop. And if that loop starts getting too hot, this is going to open up and discharge the water that's in excess of 145 degrees into the sink. It's 1/4 inch fitting, so if you want, you could optionally add a piece of tubing, but since it's in the sink anyway, you wouldn't really need it. The other thing that we added with this machine is auto pump out. Now this auto pump out that's installed in here is pretty massive. It actually will discharge well over 35 gallons a minute, but it's actually going to discharge it over here on the side. We put a garden hose connection, and when this unit kicks on and pumps out, it actually pumps out over 15 feet horizontally. So when we tested it, it was pretty impressive at how aggressive it does pump out. The limitation for this system is naturally going to be the fact that you're using a garden hose for discharging. A lot of times when you're discharging to a garden hose, it's not going to be able to discharge 30 gallons a minute, even though the pump's rated for it. It's probably going to be closer to about 20. But it still makes it where it'll work nicely. And we're going to set the float up on it so that once it reaches about the 50% full mark, so this tank, once it reaches probably around 7 gallons of water, it'll kick on and pump out the water. Now auto pump out systems don't pump out suds, so if you are doing a lot of auto pump out, it only pumps out the water and it will leave the foam in the tank, so you want to make sure you use a low foaming or low sudsing product, or maybe add defoamer to your tank, because the foamer can float and sit on top of the water. Anyway, just wanted to show you what we did for this customer, and thanks for watching. Thank you.